Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
Yeah, we're live
okay.
whenever
Hello.
you're ready.
Hi. Welcome back. It's our year anniversary of being listener. Yay! Woo!
Hey.
Fireworks. Look, all perfectly timed with the effects. Yeah, we've had God, we've come a long way, have we not?
Yeah.
Have we not? We've done how many episodes?
That's what I needed to double check. I did not count the. So this is episode 35, actually.
35. Okay.
That's
So we
pretty
got episode
dope.
35, 52 weeks in a year. So more than half the year we've been at it. My camera right now is the worst it's ever been on the yearly anniversary episode. But hey, the one where my camera was asked when I was at work did really well. So maybe this one will too.
That's true.
We've been doing a lot. We've created new logos. We've worked with a couple guys from bands. We've got our own merch line designed up. John Doe from Orphan helped us out. Actually, one of our first episodes was actually about Chelsea Grin and Tom Barber, as well as Darko, and we're kind of revisiting them in a full circle kind of effect here.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of drum covers we've been putting out. Been real active on trying to keep stuff rolling, keep content going out, and getting the quality coming out better and better and better, which we're figuring out. And yeah, it's just been a good year. We've got to review a lot of amazing songs, amazing bands. We got to do 2 straight years of our top albums. John had 37. I had 5.
I'm not good at directions.
But yeah, so today the direction we're gonna go. I had a specific direction that I wanted to approach.
Oh, right, yeah.
Weeks ago, which it might not be the time right now, maybe another time. But wanted to kind of just bring in just how much music really hones in the spirit, mind, and the soul, especially with your mentality. So I'll just give a short rundown. I'll make it quick and sweet. I was at work about 3 weeks ago, and I texted John, and it's having let's say a mental breakdown, but I was definitely struggling a little bit. Couldn't really understand why I was feeling some type of way. Well, February 7th and 8th are both very important days to me, for one, because that was the first death that I ever dealt with my family, being my grandfather on those days. And then my mother attempted, you know what, on that day as well. And anyways, long story short, I will touch on this on another episode. I don't want to fully put the yearly about this, but it's just good because, you know, without music, you know, I might not have even been able to understand why I was upset. But then, you know, as I broke down some lyrics that I was listening to, I was able to dive deeper into what had me feeling some type of way. And it helps you get through a lot of shit. So I'd love that. One of these days we'll have a soul episode strictly about music and the impact it has on mental health and keeping people in line, you know, even saving people's lives. But yeah, I wanted to touch on that because that was going to be the original yearly episode plan, but things kind of got changed around. I had a really busy schedule this 2 weeks home, and it fucking flew by, brother. Like, oh my God, I don't know if it's just my ADHD and I'm terrible at fucking planning shit, but I'd be like, yeah, John, like I'm good to record. And then he'd be like, hey, you still good? Like fucking 3 hours before. I'd be like, motherfucker. And here I am. I'm with my wife or the nieces or doing that. I'm like, God damn, like I just fucked everything up. I did it with Foxtrot too. God damn it, John. I'm a mess. But yeah, so anyways, off topic, we are gonna be discussing Darko's new song Bunny Suit. I'm gonna assume we're gonna be listening to the live studio version.
Yeah, because they're just always so good.
Yes.
The way he hits things live is just like, it's great, and you get to see the 9-string bass setup that's reversed, like high strings on top, low strings bottom, like
we got Will Ramos doing what was the song? again, John?
Riptide with Gnarly Neighbor.
Riptide. So I'm going to assume there's some cleans there.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to any of these songs. We got a Thorn song, Possible from Ashes and New, that we may check out. And John, I'm missing one. What one is it?
Enterprise Earth.
Enterprise Earth dropped a new album.
Yeah.
That a lot of people are super excited about and ecstatic about with their new vocalist. So I'm actually pretty excited to hear it myself. I just seen them live a couple months ago with Paleface Swiss.
Nice.
And they were good, man. That vocalist is good. He's tight. Funny story. I went to go see Angel Maker the other day. The venue caught on fire.
Ooh.
An amp caught on fire. So they had to cancel the show.
That's crazy.
Before Veil Maya came out. I was heartbroken.
Oof.
All I wanted to see was Macasia or Macasia or whatever, however the hell you say it, and Red Fur and Synthwave Vegan. Like, I was so excited. But now I got canceled, so. But yeah, what are we expecting here from this Darko? You know, I already know it's gonna probably be a fucking heater.
Yeah, because it is like it feels like it's been a year or two since they put out new stuff. I'm trying to think because when was their last stuff that they put out?
They had 2 or 1 single like a couple months back.
Okay, yeah,
really gained traction.
That makes sense.
I cannot remember what it was.
Oh, Shanghai.
Yeah.
And
then I think there's another one.
There's another one. Yeah, we had something. Oh, Rampage back at
Rampage.
Yeah,
Rampage. That's what it was. You're right. So
that's what it was. Yeah,
I'm excited. You told me there's something different in this that I'm probably not going to be expecting. I'm a little excited.
Yeah, it's because it is like it's interesting today. You'll get to see how the two songs kind of correspond to each other and kind of compare them head to head and everything.
I'm stoked.
Also, it's been 6 months since I got my hands done, so I got them redone by an artist who knows how to do them properly. So
Let me see them bitches.
Yeah, look at this. This
that looks a lot better.
Yeah. So he did the stippling. He does this like more like very, very intense style. But it's the same guy who did this on my arm. The little rabbit I have that kind of goes around. This guy, little rabbit, ducking out on all these arrows, goes straight around. Yeah. So that way it kind of flows into each other and everything.
Oh yeah, it does, 100%.
Yeah. So that way I was like, it'll be nice eventually, like to get something there.
Yeah, the only thing I got left. Oh, sorry, wrong arm. The only thing I got left is to black out this whole motherfucker into the armpit ski.
Oh man, have you gotten your armpits tattooed? The other one?
Yes.
Ooh, how was it?
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah,
that's just me. I think the worst part about the inner bicep is the white. Call me a bitch, but I think blackout's the most fucking painful goddamn tattoo you can get.
Because you have to go over it multiple times. It's not like a single pass, like lining or anything.
For all you guys that have weak stomachs over there, how do you think that felt on the webbing?
Oof, that would be.
How do you think that felt?
Oh,
how do you think that felt?
That's
right
terrible.
Here. Right
terrible. I'm like
in there.
Yeah, I mean, worst. This where it tipped down into the webbing, like both times that he went like just dipped down, I was like, ugh.
Dude, right here. That was the most painful fucking thing ever. Oh my god. Oh, and then that's not to mention the inner of my bicep.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Blacking that out. I'm like, how long does it take? Like per section? Do you just like?
I'm not gonna lie. I can usually sit for about six hours, and then once I kind of start getting annoyed with the pain, I just call it, because if you like just sit there and sit through it, like you're kind of fucking up your process of healing. Your skin's gonna be less likely to take it.
Yeah,
you beat on so much. So I'm usually a 6.5 hour kind of guy. If I can get to 6 hours.
Makes sense.
You know, I always try to get them done. This right here which not a lot of people have probably seen. I'll show it real quick.
Oh, that's one's real awesome.
So this right here, just the portrait of the nun was, I think just that was 6 hours and then a little bit of the black. And then I got it done on a Friday. And then I went home Saturday and Sunday and finished the rest of the blackout that following Monday. Boy, I know why my tattoo artist told me that I should just wait till, next month. But I'm impatient and motherfucker, dude. All he had to do was 3 hours worth of work. But, dude, after the 2.5 hours, I was like, oh, dude, please. Are you almost done? I'm not kidding.
Crazy.
It was awful.
Yeah. Because that makes a huge difference, especially if they're syncing it in right and everything like that.
Dude, blackout is.
Oh, man.
Blackout definitely tests your character. I always tell a lot of people, if you should everybody should get a little bit of blackout on their body just to feel the grit that you got to go through, because it sucks. It really does. You think that your one tattoo hurt, that's, I don't know, just normal shaded or normal line work or high detail, multiply it by 4 to the blackout, your most painful piece, and then just multiply it. This entire arm I thought sucked.
Yeah.
And then I got this done, and dude, this, for example, this is right here. This is gray wash portrait. Yeah. I could have sat through this for fucking 12 hours. Because it's so uncomparable to this. It's just constant.
Yeah.
And then white, and then stretch, and then zzz,
man. Because that layering over top of it. Because this artist took his time with it.
You probably know.
Everything. So, no, here's the crazy part. So I got there at noon. We didn't start tattooing till 1. And we're 6 hours in. And there's no color in this. It was just black. And I was like, it looked dope. He had left skin breaks and everything. And then he decides to take this blue and went over every single bit of black with that blue. And I was like, oh, man, a part of me wished that I just called it, been like, this is a great black and gray piece. Let's do this. And then he just went over it all. And you don't. Yeah, because the weird thing is parts of the top bird is the one he did first. And it had already kind of dried out and was trying to heal itself. Yeah. And then you just went right back over it. You're like, oh man.
I know it all. I know it all too well. I think my favorite thing that I of course get predispositionally judged just due to the amount of tattoos I have, which is fine. I don't care. Yeah. My favorite comment that people make is, "Oh, why'd you get blackout?" Or this is such a stupid cliche that you're going to regret in 30 years. Okay, first, you might be right, dog, but I wanted to have my arm blacked out before, I even knew it was a thing.
Yeah.
I since I've been 7 years old, I've wanted to be completely covered in tattoos. And when I first started this sleeve several years ago, I wanted to make sure that this entire arm was fully covered, no skin. And I went off of it a little bit, and I decided that I would have some negative space with just my skin. For example, the Plague Doctor right here. The Plague Doctor. And then Death Moth. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Death Moth, and then this. That's just my skin.
Yeah.
But it's dude, shut up. I'm not gonna regret it. I'm not. Yeah. I don't care. I wanted to tattoo myself for the reason being of covered, not to have skin show. That's kind of the fucking point of it, guy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucker.
And a part of it, though, the reason people do that, I think, is because a lot of us, the way we look at our past selves, we're super judgmental. And we think that our future self will be as judgmental about us as we are about our past self. When in reality, part of dealing with mental health and stuff, part of self-compassion is saying, hey, I didn't know any better when I was 20. That's why I did this. Not judging those things, being because honestly, this little dove right here, very first tattoo I got in 2009 was a matching tattoo with my first real serious live-in girlfriend. So that was, and like looking back, you're like, that's just how it goes. Like you kind of taking life moment by moment, like that's where it's at. Because essentially, otherwise, if you're worried about what the future you in 30 years thinks about, essentially, you're just renting your body and renting your life from future you.
Yeah.
Like you're just constantly worrying about that and everything in this way that like you kind of just have to like live in the moment and everything.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like, because that's the main thing is like, you just kind of have to like appreciate things as they come. And I think people tend to assume that like we're all going to grow up to be judgmental old people. And it's like, no, you choose how you age.
Yeah.
And everything.
100%.
Like you, it's all just like how you approach things and stuff. Because some of mine, like, it's weird to now think about that this little guy's been on here for 15 years now. Like that's a decent chunk of time and everything. I think I got it. It would have been right around, yeah, like 2000, mid 2009, somewhere around there. And you just kind of got to like go for it, try it, you know.
Yeah, the thing I like about them is that you get to express you on your body forever.
Yeah.
And it makes like it's pretty fucking cool because like if I get like murdered, no one's gonna want to eat me. I would taste bad.
Because it's in there.
That's what they say. That's what they say. The cannibals say they don't like eating people with tattoos.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's like a lot of stuff in there. So that makes sense. That's good to know.
I wanted to say something else though about it. I can't remember. I just know that like they're my favorite thing. Like I love waking up every day. Example, my hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people like you, John. You have it. The camera is like so flippity floppity.
Oh yeah, your camera. You have to do that weird like focus thing because it's just like lost focus on you.
Anyways, like my hands are my favorite pieces that are tattooed because, I mean, yeah, sure, I can look at my arms and see that they're done every day, but nothing beats you use your hands more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what I touch, I see them. And not a lot of people have both their hands tattooed.
Yeah,
a lot like you have yours done now, but not a lot of people usually do. Usually, somebody just gets one done, or
So
they're my favorite. Like,
so that's the crazy part is I got them both done the same night back in August, and both done the same time on Saturday. And it is like it's a very intense thing because it's funny when I first got them, everyone warned me. They were like, I was like, yeah, I probably want like a rose on the hand or something. And everyone was like, dude, that's going to be super, super painful. I was like, probably not as painful as the second hand's going to be because I'm doing them at the same time. Because it is like, it's weird when your body finally thinks that it's done with a tattoo and then you start over again. It's that same kind of like blacking something out in a way. Almost this like your body gets used to kind of the trauma. And then when you stop, you're like, oh, nice. And then it comes back and it's like, just worse than before.
That's why I always try to not take a single fucking break.
Yeah.
I try to sit through that motherfucker as long as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Because no, I'm good. Thanks though.
Yeah.
I don't know. My hands are my favorite to get done though. You're so comfortable. Like, yeah, certain areas kind of suck, but I don't know. I don't think the hands are that bad personally. They hurt.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna tell you that the tattoo doesn't hurt. They fucking do. I don't think that the hands hurt as bad as a lot of people have explained to me that theirs hurt. I'll say that.
I think that's the main thing is like it's purely a subjective thing and stuff. Because for me, I would say because I tattooed my own ankle, that was probably the most painful one I have. Is because I tattooed it for 2 hours and didn't go deep enough with part of it, so it fell out. And then 2 weeks later, went and redid it, and it is like right on there. So it all like depends. Because honestly, like right in the elbow crook, he only touched it a few spots like that. There's certain weird areas where you'll like not feel it, and then suddenly the needle you feel it. Like that's the strange part because like your body's kind of a network of like nerves. So there are some pieces that like you won't feel at all, and then suddenly like anything near my elbow or the inner crook, like that hurts
Oh fuck,
and
dude!
stuff.
Yeah,
And
I
you're just
know.
like, yeah.
Dude, did I ever tell you? Did I ever tell you how I had to sit to get my elbow fucking smacked around?
No, what happened?
Okay, so I'll try to walk you through it. So I don't know why I have to turn this. Okay, here we go. So we were at first like this, just straight laying down, pulling skin, wasn't holding. So then he had me like do this a little bit, wasn't holding. So then I had to sit up. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. So I had to like sit up onto something like this and completely flex it. And then he just smacked that motherfucker, dude. And he was on it. I shit you not. He was on my elbow for probably fucking 45 minutes, just over and over again. And I was just, every time I was like, dude, like, please be done. After he'd like start wiping, I'm like, please tell me it held. And it just wouldn't.
Oh,
and
man.
oh my God. And then this, we were like towards the end of my tattoo, and I was like, he's like, all right, we got like one more area, and it was like this much space, right? And that's the entire right here. And he's like, this is all we got. And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna probably cry. And he's like, hey man, if you want to stop, we can stop. You know, we'll do this next time. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, Nex, if we don't do this right now, I will never get this done. I need you to just smack that motherfucker, bro. And that's what he did. Yeah. And the whole time I'm like, dude, fucking sucks, bro.
When you talk about it being activated, that's the crazy thing is I would say this second time hurt more than the first time, because the first time the artist I went to just had my hand just lay relaxed, and relaxed feels much less worse than like activated. And this getting them redone, he had me hold a lacrosse ball really tightly. So it's like flex muscle, like getting, I was like, but it sinks in better because you have to like, that's the best way to get it drenched. Yeah. But it hurts so much more than like if someone was just like, but the ink in some place that's wrinkly like that, that's just going to fall out.
Yeah. Here, I actually got something that'll show all you crazy motherfuckers something real cool here about the good old handy boys. Oh, here it is.
Oof. Yeah. Oh, that area.
How about that, boys? Look at me. I'm just vibing through it right on the knuckle.
Yeah.
And then my hand was so goddamn swollen afterwards.
Oh yeah, because they look like sausages. Like, oh yeah, dude, it looked like I was wearing a blow-up glove. Like, you know how like when you blow them up in the fingers. I'm like, that.
Yep. Yeah.
Are you ready for Darko US Bunny Suit Live?
I am. Let's do this.
Dude, Caliber TV's stuff they put out is so good.
It's always the best.
Why is it you want to destroy me?
So that's just the goofiest setup for that guitar of just like, it's just wild. Low strings on the bottom. It's a complete, you'd have to play it completely differently than anything else.
What is that, a 9-string? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 string.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
oh wait, no, 6
5.
on the bottom, 3 on the top. Yeah. So 9 string.
Holy
yeah.
fuck!
Isn't that insane? And look at the way you have to play it.
That's why he's playing it upside down.
Yeah.
He's left-handed.
Probably some goofy tuning too.
Oh my
I'm like,
god.
that's the crazy part. Yeah.
Let's find out.
Like-
Let's ask Chat GPT what tuning Darko US plays their guitar in.
We should actually.
Let's do it. I'm telling
I'm
you.
like,
Yeah. Probably like I don't even know. I don't know any guitar tunings, bro.
yeah. Because that's the main thing. Because for a while, like, I remember back in high school, some bands would do like drop D and everything. But for instance, the tuning of Acid Inject by Darko is drop C1, which is an octave below the standard drop C tuning. And drop C tuning is super low already
God.
and stuff. Because I'm like, that's the crazy thing. Oh, yeah. So he does the tuning is just a wild setup for this and everything. That's like, yeah. So the lower range, you're talking about like drop C,
Yeah.
drop C1. I'm like, that's
insane.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just the goofiest sounds of like,
It's like a Slipknot
man.
meets completely outlandish craziness.
yeah.
The sex appeal of Tom Grin fucking just leading the pack.
Yeah.
I fucking
Just-
love that dude, bro. I want him on our show. Imagine if we got fucking Tom Barber on our show.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Tom, hey, yo, if you check this out, I promise I'll have a better camera for next setup.
That's a crazy thing. I was like, surely yours has a way to turn off the autofocus because your autofocus is terrible on that.
It's bad today. Usually it ain't this
Yeah.
bad. Usually it's pretty good.
It's
I think it
wild.
might be because there's still light coming in from the shades too.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that could be it. So now we got some nice little softish. It's like some nice meditation music. Nice little fist bump.
There's no way he sings, right?
So I can see why
Oh my god.
friends become an
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I was like. There's something special in this one.
Damn! Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna hold it like this.
It's true.
Still looks terrible. Anyways, I smacked that because I was like, God damn, boy can sing.
Yeah. Oh, it's solid though. Isn't that so good?
miss.
Sounds like fucking Roy Rodriguez from Dayseeker.
I was about to say this part has serious Dayseeker vibes and everything. Like, we just reacted to them in the other one, Dream State. So this has a lot of those feels.
So I can see why friends become enemies, and why hatred comes from fear. I won't deny lived in me.
So I absolutely love synthwave and kind of the retro wave stuff, and this is just so good. It's that drive, like it's a lot like what is it? The Midnight and like Time Cop 1983 kind of gunship, like
Yep.
that real, yeah. I'm like, this is nice. I'd love that if Vaporwave makes a nice return because it's been almost a decade. Like It's gonna be real good.
So I can see why friends become
Pick it up. Pick it up. Huh.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah. I was like,
I like
it's something different.
I like it a lot. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I would have never in a million years thought that he would sing clean.
Yeah.
Ever.
Because that is like, this is the age of new things, you know? I'm like, that was very solid.
Yeah, very
Everything.
much so.
I would say excellent. I'd say it's definitely up there as one of my favorites that they've done. Also, Caliber TV, those live studio ones are so good. Like, I love a good live studio.
Yes,
studio
sir.
take.
They're amazing.
Yeah. So that's always good and everything. Which this one's the nice thing is this leads into the Will Ramos Gnarly Neighbor project pretty well.
Oh,
What are your predictions for this?
I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah.
I'm not. I know the boy can sing.
Yeah.
I'm a little skeptical though.
What was that other band we listened to? There was like Nowhere Nothing.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he did the screams in that.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like this. Also, he has rose hand tattoos. Okay. Yeah. So this, you said skeptical but hopeful, or mostly skeptical?
I'm not skeptical that it will be bad.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be great. I think we're going to see something we already know. I just don't know if I'm going to like how it's done. Maybe I don't know. It's going to depend. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I can't even really think of like a good way to put it. But like, okay, here's a good example. Slightly. So Fit for Kings when everything means nothing.
Yeah.
You know how August Burns Red did a cover of that song?
Yeah.
I think August Burns Red does a better cover than Fit for a King's actual song. I think that song fits better. I don't know. Like, I know that Will can do all these great things, just like Ryan Kirby can do all these great things in Fit for a King, like their songs and stuff. But, like, I just don't know how it's going to be hearing Will as being, like, a singer. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's, like, a terrible description. I fucking suck.
No.
Sorry.
No, that is a good one. I like that. I was like, I'm very intrigued about this one. So your camera likes to focus on you when you're closer to the thing. It's whenever you lean back, it loses focus completely. That field of vision.
Here we go.
I was like, right in there. Do the 90s style fisheye recording. Like,
Let's do it.
Close. Let's do it. The most. So, softer vibes already off the start. So when I first saw that they did a Riptide, I thought it was going to be Riptide by Beartooth, is what they're covering when I first saw that. And I got real excited. I was like, this is going to be weird. It's going to be different. But no, it's not a Beartooth thing. What do you think so far? Yeah.
I don't know. It's vibey. It's a vibey track.
Yeah. Like it's weird to describe it. It would almost be, it's kind of like, this is going to be the goofiest way to describe it, but I would describe it as like elevator music deathcore. Kind of like that. Like, has very much like a behind the scenes type, like an ambient feel to it.
Actually, yes. Spot on.
Yeah. Which is like weird.
It's just hard how you go from like Into the Earth and Welcome Back to Sleeping Dreamer to this. But hey, you know what? I like it though, because the dude's expressing.
Yeah.
His music and his skill set, which I love. It doesn't mean that I'm knocking it. It's just not. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't really know how to word it. It's not bad. It's just very laid back. It's just very chill. Yeah. You know, this isn't something I'm getting ready to listen to get hyped up. This is definitely like a cruising kind of song you'd be listening to like on maybe like a long road trip, which is cool. It's like vibey, you know?
Yeah, makes sense. Like it's good ambient thing. It's not like it's not something like focusing fully on it. You're like,
absolutely. Bro, this sounds like fucking Susko. Is that his fucking name?
Yeah, like Sueko.
Sueko, yeah. I would be the same. That's what that sounds like. This sounds like Susko Goes Metal.
Yeah.
That's what this sounds like.
I can see that. Well, everything that has that feel to it, you know. Let's see. Here's the thing about that. I do like the clean vocals and everything, like somewhat. I don't like the fact they auto-tuned him because he does know how to sing without auto-tune and everything. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. Or missed opportunity is not what I'm thinking of. But like,
no, you're right.
Yeah. Like it's like I don't know. A part of it, how I'd rework this song is I think having the "You're Riptide" in the background all the time too repetitive. So a little bit, move out some of that background repetition, and then don't auto tune him.
Yep.
You're not like you do have some effects on the screams, but like it's a whole thing.
I don't want to be a dick, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I was like, I could tell. I was like, this is one of those ones that Dante, please clip through a bunch of that so they don't have to hear the repetition, or chop it up so they just hear the repetitions real quick.
Unless you guys like that, I mean, I'm not a fan.
I will say that I might have sabotaged it by playing that Darko song before this because Darko did that soft part and did it way better.
Yeah.
You think it would have been bad without it?
I don't think you could have.
I couldn't have saved it.
No.
So that's one of the first bummers of the year.
Yeah, and it's really sad. Now let's go to "Welcome Back, O Sleeping Dreamer" real quick, just for.
I'm like that. I was like, I need to re-download that. I'm like, but yeah, his voice is completely. I don't know. I feel like it's interesting because I think the electronic part wasn't handled properly.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Like, that's like, because his voice is like very crisp and stuff. Like, I think I don't know. Do we need a palate cleanser? Something to just like a real quick one? Get things out?
Let's do
I
it.
was like, let's see, what was it? The Throne. This is their song Backfire. And it's throne, not throne like the king, but throne like the ball. The OWN at the
I
end.
heard that this band's good as fuck. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I've never heard of them. Oh, that's deep.
Yeah, that's
deep.
that drop tuning we're talking about.
That's a bass.
Yeah. So
All right, let's go.
That's the main thing. I was like, let's check it out.
Balls deep in the throne. Huh? Oh yeah. Turn this up, John.
Sure.
You talk a lot of shit without a fight. You're all bark, no bite, you're fragile. Keep on fighting the fight, we're ready to move. Since I'm such a big part of your miserable life.
Oh yeah, I get down with it.
Yeah. See, I was like, this will change things up, you know?
Yeah, I'll get down to this.
Yeah. Because that's the main thing. I was was trying to figure out when this band started and everything. Like, what's their About Me and everything. Huh. Because I like the way that it's like put around. I guess they started last year. I can't find any. Oh, okay. Maybe they had 2021. Something in there. This is
I
good.
like it so far.
It's so pathetic how you keep pointing out. Why the frick do you think I'm like black? It's tragic how you overcompensate. One minute some sense with me, bitch. I live inside your head. You will be good, but I think I'll stay. Took away to far loud sounds of pain. It lurks in sleep in the pain you made. What makes you so fucking obsessed with me? When I don't keep you awake, I haunt you in your dreams. 'Cause I'm living inside your head. I never intended to. Yet here I am. Yet here I am.
Oh, is that it?
So, yeah, it's a 2-minute song.
Aww.
Yeah. I was like, yeah,
Damn
it gets
it.
into that.
Okay, that's the third song. It was good.
Yeah. Also, they play in drop G, which is crazy.
Maybe C, D,
I'm
E,
like-
F, G. That's damn. I know
Yeah.
Invent Animate plays in drop F.
Yeah,
Maybe it is drop
That's-
G. I don't fucking know.
it's hard
Like
to tell with these
guitarist.
bands. You think that was good though? I liked it.
Oh, that was fucking fucking beat
Gets-
people up
yeah.
too.
I was like, that was very solid.
I like that.
And everything.
God, that was good.
I think because we had the first one just kind of was a miss there. I was like, this is a good way to come back. And
Yeah.
then there was what is it? Let's see. This was Enterprise Earth, Blood and Teeth. I've been on a weird Enterprise Earth kick recently.
They're good. I'm
Like,
excited to hear this. I'm very excited
Yeah.
to hear this with the new guy.
I'm like, this will be interesting to compare it and everything. What do you think? Will it be? Because that's the interesting thing when it's like
I'm
the new guy of like, you're like, it's crazy.
I'm expecting a very good breakdown. I'm expecting
Yeah.
heavy. I'm expecting a little bit of cleans.
What
Could
if
be
they?
wrong, but
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a good song.
that's true. What is it? What if they pull a Thy Art Is Murder and you can't tell that they switched singers unless you had read the news? Like that was still the craziest thing.
I actually think you can tell big time.
You can now.
I think so. At least when I see them
Okay.
live, I can tell.
Okay, seeing them live, you could tell because I was
Yeah,
like, at
I
first,
think-
I remember we had
I think
episode.
I think I can't remember his name, but I think his vocals are cleaner.
Oh yeah,
I personally
makes
think
sense.
so, but I'm not like a fan of the CJ McCreary style or I can't even fucking do it though. Fucking I don't
Yeah.
like it. I don't like it. I'm not a fan of it.
That makes sense.
I like his vocals. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. We'll see.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an interesting one. Let's see. Let's pull it up. Here we are.
Yeah.
Let's go.
A knife soaked in honey, so I can't
I knew
taste
it.
the blood. You carved into my teeth the symbols of your love and cursed the spirit on my
Yeah, that is.
I told
solid.
you this motherfucker is good. It's screaming,
Yeah.
dude.
So this album confused me because it's called Death and Anthology, and I was like, is it a collection of their old songs or is it new stuff? It's all new stuff. I don't know why you'd call it an anthology though.
Oh,
Like, this
I
is
fucking
good
love
though.
it.
I was like, it's a soft start, goes real well.
I love it.
I'm
His
like,
vocals
this
are
is
so
like-
clean, man.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Oh yeah.
I knew the drum part. I was like listening to it. I'm like, that's impressive. I was like, I'm not a super musician or anything, but I was like, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a
Everything.
really nice little
Yeah.
rhythm he was doing on that ride. It was like
Yeah, that's what
kind
it
of
was.
sounded like the Meshuggah Bleed, but on the ride.
Oh yeah.
Go back to it. Actually, is that what he was
Let's
doing?
actually let's check it out. slowing it down again.
This is a fucking good track.
Yeah.
This is a good fucking track.
Dude, Enterprise Earth is really great. I've been like...
Oh,
that
your
groovy
favorite.
guitar.
Deathcore goes jazz, baby.
Yeah.
I can taste the blood, so carve me up, so carve me up, so carve me up. I can taste the blood, so carve me up, so carve me up, so carve me up. I can taste the blood, so carve me up, so carve me up, so carve me up. I can taste the blood, so carve me up, so carve me up, so carve me up.
Solid showing.
Oh, dude, they fucking slowed it down, and then he slowed it down again, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Travis Warland, hell of a vocalist. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
that's a good song.
Yeah, I was like, that's a real good one.
That's fucking...
I was like, just a very, very solid showing.
damn, brother.
Like, the creative risks of like the thing, like, you didn't know where it was going to go. Like, that's, I guess, this is like a very stark contrast to that Riptide song with Will Ramos, where it was like felt very repetitive. This, I felt like nothing repeated itself. Like,
I didn't know where it was going.
You had Dragon Force style soloing. You had a jazz. You got some funky bass going, which I'm always down for.
You got some funk.
Yeah. So you're just
That's where
like,
it goes funk.
yeah. Overall, very solid.
That was
showing.
good as fuck, dude.
So that was real good. I like it.
Very good.
There's one I was intrigued. We'll see how it goes. It's the Upon a Burning Body. They're out of San Antonio, so you have to support my Texas people. But they had a song that seemed like it had some interesting emotional elements to it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. It's time to take creative risks. We've had a whole episode, and I guess that's the one thing I will say about the Riptide song is I respect good creative, like, trying something new. Sometimes you are going to have things that aren't bangers and stuff, but like pushing the envelope and trying new stuff, like that's how you get better stuff.
Absolutely.
Because I'm like, there are some bands who literally play the same way their whole career. That's fine and everything, but it's like I've been liking when bands kind of do the whole, this whole thing where you try some new things. You try something like go outside your comfort zone and everything. So, and it's not always going to be fun, not always going to be good. Riptide, sorry, but that was disappointing. Riptide by Beartooth, great song. Riptide by Will Ramos, Gnarly Neighbor. I feel like Gnarly Neighbor might have kind of ruined that song, but I don't know. That's like you said, there's not very much that could save it.
No, and I hate to say that, but
yeah.
Hey,
but Enterprise Earth though,
that was fucking good.
Those layers,
It'd be tough to beat that one today.
I was like, and I think we might not beat it.
I won today, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say the weird thing is I thought Bunny Suit was going to be very, very hard to beat. So I'm very impressed by that one. Let's see what this one's about. You ready?
Hey everyone, we hope you enjoyed this video, but before you watch it, we want to talk a little bit about what it means to us.
We started with the post asking fans to submit names of family or friends who are struggling with substance abuse. And we took those names and wrote them all over our instruments and clothing in hopes to remember or empower those struggling.
We really hope this reaches those in need. This is another ghost.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I was like, I figured check it out on everything. So I like the bass line.
I think it's just a fucking really good instrumentally driven track.
I'm like, that's the nice thing is, I guess that's what I was going to say. The only critique I might have of the Enterprise, no, it wasn't the Enterprise. Some of the Enterprise Earth, it felt like there was sometimes things weren't separated out as much as I'd like them. Like I like when the instruments stand out on their own. That makes sense. But this is still good. Also, I like the concept because I think it's very important to like. It's crazy when you see how many names and stuff because like we all know people who have struggled with this stuff. I've struggled with it. It's like it's very intense, you know?
Yeah.
Eyes
I like this a little bit.
Until the ashes out, no flag. Deep down in a hole you're falling. I'm reaching out to a soul that's calling, and I won't speak to another ghost. I didn't hear the others calling, but there's still time to catch you falling, and I won't speak to another ghost.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. I think the instruments drove that song more than the lyrics. I know
Yeah.
that the lyrics were meant to kind of tell a story. I think that the instruments drove, and I guess the emotion of the vocalist was the driving factor more than the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
can see that. Because I think it's interesting thinking of another Ghost song is for some reason I was thinking in my mind comparing it to the title track off Amity's last album, the Not Without My Ghosts,
Yeah.
where it's like that lyrically, I like that song and it still had some repetition, but this one, like, I like what they're going with it though. I think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
more
yeah.
that away though, because that's the main thing is like I think I mean, of course, we'll do a whole episode about it at some point and stuff. But I like the fact that like you were touching on like the mental health stuff and everything because it's crazy
Yeah,
when you think of, like
fit in.
like
Fits in
how
great.
like how many people know those names and stuff and like trying to think of like those memories because I remember when you were talking to me about like why February is so important date wise. It's also interesting to realize that like for me, February is like Andy and I just had our 10th year anniversary, February 11th. But the anniversary of our show is February 10th. And it's been like
A 3-day stretch.
yeah, like that
17th.
powerful thing, yeah.
Like, you know, you have the Rev's birthday, grandfather's death, mother's almost, our show. It's kind of interesting how it's all full circle. And
like
go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, you go.
I was gonna say, and like with that episode that we eventually end up doing, I'm really fucking excited. I guess I can give a little update. We're gonna break down a couple songs specifically that I have on my mind, and the reason why I picked these ones are because like they just so perfectly explain the thought process, I guess, going through your head at the time when things like that happen, and then just kind of how do you deal with it. Here, I'll read one lyric. But now, so what I wanted to say though, side note quickly, the part or the thing that I liked or that I wish that this song would have done more of is Over the Cradle by Hollow Front.
Yeah.
So that song, if you guys watched, it fucked me up, bro.
Yeah.
It fucked me up. And it instantly, it wasn't even the video. The lyrics grabbed my attention instantly from the first fucking word out of his mouth. And I just read along with it the entire time. And it's just his emotion throughout the song, dude. Like it just builds. Oh my God. Like that song lyrically was great. And I love the message they were going for. Vocals created a lot of emotion. It's just I feel like the lyrics weren't driven as well as they could have been. And a good example of a song that does it great is Over the Cradle by Hollow Front. So it is I don't want to bring it up, but I'm going to say it. It's Save Me by Avenged Sevenfold. Songs, every song off of this album resonates deeply with me, for one, because my love for the Rev. And then I'm able to emotionally put it towards that and a lot of other things. But
Inside
Moment seen. Crystal blue skies.
They say that all beauty must die. I say it just move if you don't open your mind, then someday you'll find insanity left behind. You walk right through the darkness. It just feels yesterday. Pictures on my napkin, hear the voices begging you to stay, but no, you're not alone. You're trapped in a fire world where the elegance of the same is every other. We're only here today.
Like that. It's like just the whole song as a whole.
Yeah.
But that specific part where it's like pictures on the wall, you're like losing who you want to be. Like everybody, I don't know. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That episode we do because it's gonna tie in a lot. It's gonna definitely be a heartfelt message from myself. That took me, I'd say, probably every bit of the last 2 years to get out of, which was a big part of it. But like as yesterday, pictures of my own, I can hear the voices begging you to stay, but no, you're not alone. Like we all feel that. Everybody feels that. You know, somebody feels that. Somebody you know feels that. But it's just like it's such a good song. The whole album itself.
Yeah.
I tie that like a lot to a lot of the losses that I've had, just due to the fact that, you know, they lost their best fucking friend, and you know, almost did too. So it's cool. It's nice. I'm excited for when we do it. Maybe it'll be next episode.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was like, we should have done it for this one. I'm sorry that I forgot about it.
No. You didn't.
I got distracted.
You did not forget about it. I decided that I wanted to wait a little bit. Not for any reason, just other than the fact that it just doesn't feel right right yet. I want to really make sure that I am able to express the importance of music and what it does for us, and whether it's you visualizing or dealing with something, somebody's been through it too, and it just helps. And for me, it's been one of the only things that I've ever had in my life. It's been completely absolute. That's never changed. So it's just, not everybody's able to view it the same way, but I think a lot of us fans of metal and music, we all struggle with shit like that. So I think everybody's able to meddle with it, so I'm excited for when we do that. It's going to be hopefully not a tear shed one. I think I'll be able to keep composure through it, but that was the plan. We ended up changing it. We changed the course, but that's kind of going to be along the basis. And then another song that I really want to break down with John and the viewers. And I have videos as well that I'll be sharing with you all, as well as John. Fade to Black by Metallica. I know it's an old one, but dude, fuck that song. Song's tough. Song's tough if you've ever listened to it and you've broken down the song, bro. But yeah. So when we do that, I don't know. Probably within the next couple episodes, though. I'm pretty positive that's going to kind of be the game plan moving forward, unless we get some crazy bangers coming out here recently. We don't know, but John, is there anything you want to say? Is there anything else we want to review? Do we want to end the episode right there?
I think we could always review an extra one, or we could always end it, because there's who else did we have on the docket? There was From Ashes to New, The Ghost Inside, or The Browning. Ashes to New seemed pretty interesting. Also, like it's interesting when you're saying of like the music that just like carried you through for so long, because it's like weird when I was realizing that like I got my first tattoo 15 years ago. Like it's interesting to like think about those symbolic things as to like where is your head at the time. And like it's interesting because my introduction to heavier music like was probably more like a lot of like Black Sabbath and Dio and stuff. But then like some of the sadder music, it's interesting when you find music that could explain how you're feeling and everything, like helped you kind of, for me, I know it was just kind of a mainstream thing at the time, but like 20 years ago, Breaking Benjamin's So Cold album came out and
Yeah.
everything. And it's like, or no, We Are Not Alone. It's interesting because the We Are Not Alone from Breaking Benjamin, and then The Fall of Ideals by All That Remains, of like they'd have that song Not Alone. And it's interesting to realize those moments where you feel like you're not alone when you have someone else like feeling those things and stuff. Because there are those times where it's like the middle of the night and no one else is up and you're just listening to like the music that comes through and everything. So
Yeah, I mean,
it's super powerful.
I can't tell you how many times that I've genuinely how many times I've like honestly the other day I did it. I was listening. What was I listening to? It was actually Afterlife. I was watching the LBC version. It just came up. I was doing chores and I'm a fucking sucker for harmony and melody and like bands that really drive melody really great, especially in the early stuff. Avenged Sevenfold off of the self-titled is a perfect example. Bad Omens right now. Bring Me the Horizon, Doomed, Royal Albert Hall. That's all harmony and melody. You know, every band that you probably like a lot has really good melody. Dayseeker's a band that harmonizes very well together, which catches your mind. You're not aware of it. Like if you don't break music down to the, I'm not saying to the extent that I do definitely break it down more than probably the average individual, but that's okay. It's just how I am. But I sometimes find myself just like taking a step back and like I'm not just only listening to the vocals. I'm not just only listening to the guitar, the drums. I'm listening to everything. And I mean everything. Every layer of the vocals, the backing vocals, the harmony that's leading the guitars within the chorus. And like Afterlife live at the LBC, honestly, is probably one of the best examples that I can think of. But anyways, I was just sitting there and I just was like listening, and it kind of like took me back to when I went to see them in LA when I heard Afterlife for the first time. And just like I felt like I was there again, and like I felt the energy, and you know, the rev is such a huge, I don't know, it's just weird the connection that I feel like I have with a guy that I didn't even know. But you know, like if you watch, for example, like if you watch the drum cover that I did where I did the LBC, every fucking thing I do the same exact way he does. Like everything that we twirl our stick at the same exact time. Like I'm not trying to do that. You know, I get a lot of people that are like stick tricks. Like fuck you, bro. Like I've always done it. I never practice it. It was something that came natural, and I do it. You know, don't gotta hate, but it's just it's incredible because like I just was like breaking down everything. I'm like, dude, I am so much like him. And even when it comes to like writing music with the band I'm with now, Feigning Existence, like a lot of like we all got together this weekend. We were stumped up and quite a couple of parts, and I just had these ideas, and you know, just about every idea I had, we kind of ran with, and they like really enjoyed and appreciated. And I got some thanks actually from my one guy, Andy, in the band, the guitarist. He's like, dude, he's like, it's really awesome having you like in here because like you bring in a different perspective. Like you see things, you hear things, you want them to be this way, you know, like it's really nice seeing how involved you are. And it's like, yeah, like, I don't know, it just feels good because somebody I idolize, I feel like I'm a lot like at the same time. And I don't even try to be. Just kind of like, it's kind of like a natural thing. I don't know. It's cool. Like,
Yeah.
A lot of my friends say it too. They're always like, "Man, you're so much like him," even though none of us knew him. So I just like to always try to like, I don't know, but either way, I was sitting on my couch and I just like started crying.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm just like, this is just so beautiful. Like, you wrote this song, you wrote this song, you wrote the melodies, just like everything. And I don't know, I had an idea for our song on the chorus for melody, and we ran with it, and a couple other shit that we did, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just hyping myself up and being a narcissist, but
No,
it just feels good, you know?
Yeah. And that is like the interesting thing is thinking about that, realizing our first episode was talking about the Rev, and it was his birthday, February 9th, and like thinking of kind of like his influence on things, but also realizing you have a very like naturally in tune to how things should move and stuff. So it's like those things of like the stick tricks is like that is like a natural movement and stuff. Like if you really feel the music, it's interesting to, I guess, try to like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think in an age where a lot of people kind of like replicate things or are worried about expressing themselves, realizing that like those things, like you have fun with what you do and it feels natural. Like you're not taking time to do the stick tricks and stuff. Like it makes sense. And all the great drummers do it and everything. Like everyone has their like stuff that they do. And I think it's interesting to like think about that and stuff of just realizing that like, and he passed away when he was 28. Like that's super young and everything.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's crazy to think of like what would have changed. Like how would they have gone of like, what direction would things have taken without him? And I mean, with him.
You know, it's something that we'll never know. And honestly, it's something I'll never not do. I mean, I've been doing it since I was conscious of his passing. You know, the day that he died, and then as well as his birthday, I always like play a tribute to him and play like my favorite songs. And I don't know, I think something that I don't want anyone to ever forget. Maybe it's just because it's me. It's just the impact of the guy that I didn't even fucking know that he had on me. Just like that speaks volumes. Like that's the power of music. This is what I'm talking about. Like that.
Yeah.
That's the power of this. You know, and you know, I'll bring something else up too. I was watching the Drumeo. They did the Genius of the Rev. Drumeo did the Genius of the Rev. I would have loved to watch it with you. We still can, actually. I don't care. It's a longer video, but I cried. I was just watching it because it just makes me so happy that like he's remembered, you know, and even people that hate that band or whatever, it's like, you know, he just did so much, and I just don't want anyone to ever forget it. So seeing that Drumeo did that for him on his birthday, like pulled my heartstrings a lot.
Because it is, like he was such an influential figure with all that and stuff. And just like the way his style of, I'll pull up something real quick. The Drumeo thing was too long to load in as a thing because it's a 37-minute video.
Yeah, it's long.
Here,
it's very long.
Interesting one that I liked.
Did you record? Yeah. Okay. Whatever you want to do, give me some click, baby.
That's set up. Also, look how young they were. Isn't that crazy?
It is incredible.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's funny, dude. I was in a fucking...
Also, his setup.
Things, you know, because he fucks with the camera so much, dude.
Like, just...
like when he's like...
See? Stick tricks. So just so good.
That's an iconic part that so
Yeah.
many people emulate and try to do, and like
Yeah.
he created.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy to just, like, his genius of, like, being able to just walk in and just, like, play this and stuff. Like, just a one take of Almost Easy of just, like, it's crazy just watching his technique with just the drums.
Fun fact, too, he wrote the drums for this song first.
That's crazy.
They had to write this song like ass backwards.
Yeah. Just that sense of timing.
It really is. It's so spot on.
Like, that's what's crazy to me. It's like watching you do your drumming. It's like, that's such a huge setup. And to be able to, like, keep all that in your head, like, just going. And he's relaxed. Like, he's, like, just chilling. And it's, like, an iconic song. Stuff. Just, like, just wild. So good. It's crazy because, like, now you can hear the song, like, you can hear it how it was reverse engineered.
That was
Just
it.
so chill. That's
That's
like,
the song. He one took
like,
it. That's just
that's
incredible.
just insane.
One took
you know?
the whole Sounding the Seventh Trumpet album too.
That's just a phenomenal layer of skill. You know?
Yeah, I'm just glad that I'm able to. I'm glad that I'm such a big fan of him
Mm-hmm.
because he's definitely helped me a lot with my drumming, music writing, everything. So
Yeah.
I'm just glad that he's remembered by a lot, you know, and many.
Yeah, because it is like, it's crazy to think about how long ago that was. And just like it's weird to realize that's one of like the first things we were talking about, that like before the show even never started, was like bonding over that, of like remembering just like snippets and everything and stuff. Just like Almost Easy, Little Piece of Heaven, like that whole album.
He wrote fucking, dude, I'm telling you, he wrote every fucking song, man. Every song that like everybody loves, he wrote. It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people know that or not, but yeah, he was definitely the front runner. And I would love to eventually meet up with Avenged Sevenfold one day, Matt, anybody, and just like sit down. And I'm sure they've talked to somebody about it 1,000 times, because hear about the Revs, greatness, and just kind of, give us their point of view of it, because I don't know. It's just a beautiful thing. And I'm very thankful that I lived in the same time period as him.
Yeah, because it is like, it's interesting, I guess, tying it all together to like, this is our 1-year anniversary of the show and stuff, but also realizing like that when he passed away, like the toxicology report, ton of painkillers in his system and alcohol. And it's like interesting to just realize, like, it's interesting because like looking at him, he seems so calm and like cool and collected on the surface, but like realizing how much struggle there was underneath all that and everything. But it's like, it never showed and stuff. Like, and I think the kind of like we've talked about in other things with like the mental health stuff is like letting people know where you're at and stuff. Cause I think it's interesting to realize that you and I would talk for like months and months at a time and stuff, but like almost you would never like delve into your feelings and stuff. And it was interesting to, in December, like you taking very intentional time to like reset mentally and like process things in a way that like you don't usually do, and like taking that very intentional time rather than just like burning yourself out in this like cycle.
Yeah, I mean, I seen what it did to both my mom and my dad, and I didn't want that to happen to me.
Yeah,
I didn't want to be the person that somebody was getting a text about me being, on the floor.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, I never had that thought, but I don't think anyone else did either. But it comes at you and it swallows you whole sometimes. So yeah, that was one of the best things I ever did, because now I'm able to emphasize more and express how I'm feeling and everything else. So just, as cliche as it sounds, if you're still with us, just talk about it, talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Because suppressing it does nothing but make it worse. Trust me, I would know. I did it for like my whole life.
Yeah. It's hard not to, It's hard not to like
it is
get stuck in all that.
It is. But all right. You know what, guys? We'll cap it off there.
That's true.
We'll make sure that we continue to drop some content. We got some drum covers coming up, more and more. We got more episodes to be filmed. We're really excited for what this new year brings. We got almost 220 some subscribers almost.
Yeah.
Things are picking up. It's looking nice, and really glad that you stuck along for the ride and hung out. Keep checking us out, share us out, and continue being the swaggy selves you guys are. That's all I got, man.
Yeah. No, that's a good note to end things on and everything, Just one more thing I just got to show you. Are you ready for it? One last thing.
Let me hear y'all now. I need you to repeat after me. Hey! Hey!
Dude, these concert videos get me.
Hey, hey! I'm not insane!
This is his last show.
I'm not insane!
Yeah.
I'm not in fuck.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Give me everything you fucking got. I feel insane every single time.
the drums are just the drum line in this is so solid.
Love it.
Such an iconic show. It's like, yeah, just throwing drumsticks to the crowd.
I love it.
August 2nd, 2009.
I'm going to see them
Again?
March 9th. Next day's
Where?
off.
Oh, nice.
See them in Cleveland.
That's so good.
I'm excited.
I figured this was a good little extra thing. Chances are they're gonna copy strike it, but I figured it's nice to have even just a piece of it. Of like, if the whole song gets struck, Dante, just like show at least the last end, maybe a few little highlights of like when they zoom in on Jimmy. And stuff,
Yeah, Dante.
Yeah. Dante, congrats on the new job. So I don't know when you'll be editing this because now you don't work from home. So
that's okay. Well, guys, again, thank you. This is John and I's. See you later. Sayonara.
So yeah.